Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Medita, and I read a lot of really bad books in 2022, and I've been doing a few unhaulings ever since. And today I thought, why not do another one? Because I can't seem to stop, because I have just so many awful bad books. I don't ever want to see them again. Why do I even read? And today I yet again have, I'm guessing, around 50 books for you to unhaul. Some of them I've been wanting to unhaul for a while, and I don't really know why I never did it. But you know, you gotta let go. And I just want to say before that, these are my personal opinions. I'm unhauling these books because I do not like them. You might love them, and that's okay. It's fine. We all got different taste. So yeah, I think I can just get started because I want to get these books out of my room. And them standing next to me is already making me mad. So let's just get started. Number 1. I have this book twice, but I bought this myself, and then this got sent to me, and it says, "Wit will ruin you." Yeah, and wit ruined my mental health, so that's just great for me. I hate that man. Now let me give you a bit of a backstory why this book is so awful and why both of them are leaving my shelf. Why is Whit Lancaster this bully slash love interest guy that also loves to victim blame? I don't really understand how that is cute. When I read that quote, I was actually flabbergasted because I didn't think it could get any worse, but it got even worse. Hard accomplishment, I know. On top of that, her name is Summer Savage. Was she raised by Jake Paul? Why is her name Summer Savage? Why is Savage her last name? Don't ask me, I don't understand. No one will ever understand why that is her last name. Part 3 is just, this book is 10% plot, 90% just pure smut, and the smut isn't even good. And they're minors. Like, why is this in high school? I don't really understand where the chemistry came from because there was none. I also just overall thought that Whit Lancaster had absolutely no redemption. You know, sometimes bullies like apologize and, I don't know, better themselves. Yeah, no, did not happen at all. He stayed the exact same. Bye-bye. I hope I forget you. And now I have one last book left of Monica Murphy that I'm hauling today too. And then I'm finally done. And that is A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I do not like the plotline. I think it's not a good plot to use. I don't really understand why Ren was so into that. And why is Crew then wearing the ring afterwards around his neck? Don't really get it. And why is there so much possessiveness between the father and the boyfriend? She is her own human being. She can think for herself. Why are Crew, a 17-year-old boy, and her father, an old man, fighting over who can possess her and who can be her hero? Hero! Both of you are the villains in the story. Let's not even talk about the stupid lollipop scene. Just for your information, you will get sick from that. That is not something clean to do. No, it's sticky. Why? I also am a big hater of just overall the Lancaster guys because they're both in the same family and they both go to a school founded by his family because for some reason, they let a lot of bad things happen throughout the entire book. They let that teacher stay there, as well as that guy who takes pictures of girls. Why are you not doing anything against it? Because you own the school. You can do something. I hate these men so much. And I also don't like Summer Savage. Go away from me. I never want to see you ever again. A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime caused me a million deaths. The next book we have here is The Initiation by Nikki Sloan. Why is the father watching his son and his girlfriend do the deed? I don't really understand why you are sitting in the same room. I don't get life right now. Why are they watching? I can't even begin to talk about this book. It's just so disgusting. But basically, something happens to Morist's family, and she has to sell herself. And she's and that's why she's worth so much money. And then it's fine. It's just, I'm a bit disgusted because, she's forced into this marriage. But then we get to the initiation. I don't really understand. And I know the father in the end just didn't do anything, but he still watched. That circle of men scared me for the rest of my life. And I hate bookmen now even more. Never again. Then I have here, There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. Why the smelling I don't get it. No. I was not doing well. I did not have any fun while reading this, so this is leaving my shelf. Oh my gosh, next we have 3 books by the same author, Charlie Rose. Let me start off with Tell Me Pretty Lies with this face. So Tell Me Pretty Lies is a stepbrother romance. Yeah, no. I don't like that stuff. I don't like the Alabama type energy from this book. On top of that, the plot just got really bad. Like, why? No. And then we have Bad Intentions and Bad Habit. I DNF Bad Habit, and that rarely happens. I really don't DNF books, and that just tells you how actually awful this was. I just want to tell you that I don't really understand the age gap in this book. You're 14, Briar. I'm not even in high school anymore. What do you even mean? I also don't understand why we have detailed stuff about a 14-year-old. Why? I really don't get this at all. I had to stop reading after the prologue. I gave up. I did not want to read this book. I didn't want to finish this book. Nothing about this is good. Stop this madness. And then he goes to say, it makes me sick. It's not right. Yeah, it makes me sick too. I want to throw up in your face so you leave. And you still continue to do it after knowing you're not supposed to do it because it's wrong. I'm going to hell. Yeah, you are. I'm sending you an invitation to hell. The prologue was enough for me to know that this book will be the worst thing to ever enter my brain. We're not reading this. And then we have the sequel, Bad Intention. This is about Lo and Dare. I don't even remember anything about this book. Let's not even mention that in this book, we have characters of this book. And that already makes me angry enough to not want to keep this book. Goodbye. Goodbye. I hope to never see you again. Oh my gosh. Then we have another great book. The Pawn by Skye Warren. Let me just read to you the back so you kind of understand what's happening. The price of survival. Gabriel swept into my life like a storm. He tore down my father with cold retribution, leaving him penniless in a hospital bed. There's one way to save our house. One thing I have left of value. My And then it goes, a forbidden auction. Gabriel appears at every turn. He seems to take pleasure in watching me fall. So she gets sold. Again, what is up with this stupid plot? It's not cute, it's not forbidden, it's ugly and disgusting. Next, we have the entire Hades Hangman series by Tilly Cole. The misogyny in these books is absolutely horrible. But for my December book calendar thingy, I had to read this one. The quotes in here, I can't even read them out loud. This video will not be posted. They're so bad. I cannot believe that a brother would say something like that to his sister. Wow, I was actually in pain for this girl because I was not expecting sentences like that to come out of her brother's mouth. The brother, who by the way is so overprotective of her that he doesn't even want her to live alone. It doesn't make any sense. Mind you, that brother also has a book. The way you talk about women, you do not deserve to be with a woman. Why are you with Delilah? You treat women like garbage at the bottom of a trash can. I can't believe how bad men in this universe treat women. These books are so bad. If you cannot and do not want to read about women being mistreated, do not read the series because that's all that happens 24/7 on every page in this book. They don't even call women women. Like, why? Goodbye. Then we have the This Man trilogy by Jodi Ellen Malpass. So I thrifted the series because the covers were kind of cool. I like the simple cover, you know, and they were pretty cheap. I got them all for like $1 each and I was like, ooh, thrifting. Then I saw a TikTok about this book series and I saw a video where it said that the guy takes away her birth control. No. No. So I'm not even gonna read them. I'm gonna unhaul them. I don't care anymore. But I saw that TikTok and my jaw dropped to the floor. I was like, there's no way I'm reading this anymore. Why did I not see that before thrifting it? I could have saved myself $3. Goodbye, books with kind of interesting covers. I will never want to look at you ever again. Then we have Fool Me Twice by Carrie Aarons. So this author has a TikTok page and she was constantly on my For You page, so I just thought, let me just buy a book. So I bought Fool Me Twice. Yeah, bad decision, wrong decision, shouldn't have done that. I regret it with my life. So this book is about Henley and Lincoln. Henley had a best friend who died of cancer, and that best friend had a list of things she wanted to complete, a bucket list, and it was camp out in a tent, go bungee jumping, and get revenge on Lincoln Kolb. Yeah, the Lincoln who is the love interest in this book. Lincoln used to date the girl, but when he found out that she was gonna die, he broke up with her. So he's already awful. And then Henley is like, I'm gonna get revenge on Lincoln for you. And so she tries to get him to fall in love with her so that she can then break his heart. Yeah, obviously that happens and it works. But then they're back together in 2 seconds. I'm telling you this right now. He sees the list. He's like, oh my God. He runs out of the room. Kid you not, 2 seconds later, he's back in. I'm like, no, I don't care. I love you. Huh? Like, honestly, both of these main characters were just not fun to read about. I didn't like any of them. I was not rooting for anyone in this book. Henley, in the beginning, shamed women for wearing a bikini in the summer. Shut up, Henley. Don't ever talk again. Awful, awful. Then I have here 2 books by Emma Scott. I never really thought that I would unhaul books by Emma Scott, but here I am. And that is When You Come Back to Me and The Girl in the Love Song. I read the 3rd book as an ebook, so we're pretending to unhaul that one too right now. The Lost Boys series was just not for me. First, I'll start off with the fact that these were in high school. Yet again, high school, explicit scenes, why? Don't do this, authors. I had faith in you, Emma Scott, and you did not do what I expected you to do. The first book is about Violet and Miller, and characters like this just annoy me because this is basically what happens. This is Violet, and this is Miller. Violet to her friend group, oh my god, I love Miller so much, but Miller could never love me. And then Miller to all those friends too, oh my god, I love Violet so much, but she could never love me. Then the friends who know this about both of them go to them each and say, Miller loves you, Violet loves you. And both of them go, no, he doesn't. Stop lying to me. Can you please listen to your friends and not be so annoying? Make a decision. Stop. I also just didn't think that Violet was a good friend in this book because she kept dropping her amazing friends to become popular. Why? I don't really understand. So, and the sequel then is When You Come Back to Me, and this is a gay romance story about Holden and River. This was the most toxic relationship ever. One, because Holden went through a lot. He had so much trauma in his childhood and in his past. I got even more mad than about reading this book because River knew all this stuff. And then he still decided to act the exact same way. The fact that they ended up together was just not understanding to me. I think they both should end up with another person to be in a healthier relationship. There should have been 2 more guys in this book so they could have both been in healthy relationships. And they should have just stayed friends in the end. Then we have here, I don't even know what this trilogy is called. Secret Beast, Hidden Beauty, and Fallen Rose by Amelia Wilde. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling in dark romance. These books are in this like universe that is connected with books by other authors, and it's just like a mafia dark romance universe apparently, which is already pretty confusing to begin with. But this book is about Leo. Obviously his name is Leo Morelli then because he's the beast. Leo, aka Lion. Haley will do anything to protect her father, even trade her body for his life. The college student must spend 30 days with the ruthless billionaire. No. Then we have the second book, and it gets even worse because then we have this man just being awful, okay? There's yet again a lot of scenes with questioning consent. It's way too dark yet again for me. I'm not into dark romance. No. Then we have here 7 Days. This actually started off pretty okay in my opinion, but it got dark real quick. We have a lot of very dark scenes, and let's be fully honest, I didn't really want to read about this. It was too graphic yet again for me, and I didn't know going into this that this was going to be so graphic. I thrifted this book, and from the cover I thought it was going to be a cute romance. It's not. Then we have here a book called Per Kitten. Let's digest that title for a second, because what is that? I don't understand. I read this in my werewolf era. That was my least favorite era that I've ever been through, aka my era where I was obsessed with reading about mates. I'm trying to leave that era behind me, and with that I have to leave that book. So this is obviously about Catherine, the lonely wolf, and Liam, the alpha of the bad pack. Run, he's so strong and evil, and of course they're mates. Werewolf stories are never in general good. They always have something weird that just ruins the book, and this book was ruined, so bye-bye. Then I have here God and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin. I got this twice by accident. Basically, I pre-ordered this book because I thought I was going to love the series. Turns out I didn't. And then on top of that, Vanessa bought me the book at the bookstore because the pre-order didn't arrive and I thought it was canceled. And then 2 weeks later, the book arrives. So now I have 2 of them, so I'm unhauling one of them. Then I have a few problematic books here. This is the Kate Stewart Flock trilogy, the Ravenhood trilogy. I don't really know what you call it. I don't want to read this series. The author is racist, so I'm not planning on reading them. So they're leaving my shelf. Goodbye. I don't want to see you again. Same thing goes for K. Webster. I read this book, was disturbed. Then I got these sent to me by K. Webster. I saw the title of one of her series, which was just very much stereotypical and bad, and she's a bad person. So when I saw that I had these books by her, I said, let them leave my shelf, please. So here we are, letting them get removed from my shelf. I don't want to keep these. And then here I now have a few special editions that were removed from my shelf. First is these 2 editions of Book of the Night. I have 4 special editions of Book of the Night. Ugh! Way too many, because I was subscribed to a lot of different book boxes and they all decided to do Book of the Night in the same month. But yeah, I'm getting rid of this one by Fake Crate and this one from Waterstones. I'm keeping the Fairy Loot one and the Bookish Box one. Then I have We Hunt the Flame. This is being removed because it's a misprint. First of all, that's like the title page, right? And then when you open the book, it's all backwards. It's like printed upside down and the last page is first. They sent me a correct copy for free, so I just had this for a while. So we're gonna see what we do with this. Then I have the Selection Trilogy. I got this special edition set from the Selection Trilogy because I thought the covers were gonna be really cool, and they just look the exact same. Don't ask me what I was thinking, okay? I know some of my friends really like this series, so I'm gonna ask them if they want this because it is signed, so maybe they want to have this. But yeah, I don't really want to keep this. It's just too boring. And then I have, oh my god, these special editions are so bad. So from the bookworm box, I have Before You. I hate this book so much. I got this before I read the book. Don't get me started. This is one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. And I don't want to have the special edition either. I already talked about why I hate this book so much in my last Unhauling. So I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to bring up all these old memories and literally get so mad right now. It's awful. And then we have Tell Me Pretty Lies, the special edition. I already talked about this book before. Stepbrother, Alabama. No. Then we have, I was subscribed to this book box called the Bell Box. I unsubscribed because of this. What is this? This is By a Thread by Lucy Score. It looks like a Claire's commercial. What is the purple and yellow? It's so ugly. The original cover is way more pretty than this. I don't know. Au revoir. You're ugly. And then last but not least is the special edition of this book called Truth or Beard. And it's just a ginger man. Why is it a special edition? It's so ugly. Goodbye. I haven't even read the book and I don't want to read it. No, I don't want to look at this. I feel disgusted when I look at this book. Absolutely not. Goodbye. Whew. I need to calm down now. So much weight was just lifted off of my shoulders. Like bad weight from bad books, just gone. I love it. I love the feeling. Now I also have more space for the books I bought today because I went to the bookstore today. Yeah, this is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching my, I think, third unhauling video. If you enjoyed it, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my content, you can subscribe. I hope you all have a great day, evening, nighttime, morning, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Go read a book. Actually, do not read any of these books. Do not do this to yourself. Read something else. I'm begging you. Anyways, again, thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Happy reading and see you next time.